Hey guys, my name is Ben Howard, and today we're out here at Tiger River to play around with the discs I got out of the Discmania X-Mania Mystery Box. If you haven't seen it, I put a unboxing video up on my channel yesterday if you want to go back and watch and see my reaction to opening the box. But just to kind of run through the discs real quick before we get into the round, I'll be putting with Exo Soft Logic. Got I think it's a Geo Origin, be my flippy mid-range. Got, still not too sure what this plastic is. It's kind of almost, it feels like the what is the plastic, vapor plastic, but it's a little bit stiffer. Feels a little more like Champion, but not too sure with that one. Got a C-Line MD1. Got a, I just said it, and I can't remember what this plastic's called, but a Mutant. Then we've got Royal Rage 2. Let's see, I think it says on here. Yeah, Vapor. So yeah, this is Vapor. This is Vapor as well. Instinct, kind of like a T-Bird from what I can tell. Let's see how it flies. Then we've got S-Line PD. Got a Lone Howl 3, which is a Metal Flake C-Line PD. And finally, we've got almost said Halo, a Horizon Cloudbreaker, which this one's gonna be fun to try out. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and go through the course. I'm not really gonna play either the longs or the shorts. Just gonna play which one I think will show off the discs a little bit better, just to see how they fly. But let's get in the video. All right, so for hole one, it's a par 3, 270 feet. You can kind of see it behind this branch right here, but the main gap is this one right here off to the left. You really just want something that'll just kind of bend to the right the entire way, with it being a less overstable forehand or a backhand turnover. I'm going to try the Geo Origin on the backhand to see how flippy this is. Oh. Oh. Wow. That came out of my hand really fast, but that does flip a lot. It didn't flip fast though. It's very, very slow flip. I like that a lot. Yeah, but like I said in the unboxing, I don't know too much about Discmania, like especially with their evolution line stuff. So if I'm saying stuff wrong or whatever, please correct me in the comments so I can learn. But let's go ahead and make a birdie putt. Stay high. Ooh, almost. All right, guys, so for hole 2, this is a par 3, 220 feet. Really just want to hit this gap off the tee and just have it go immediately left as far as you can get it to go, really. So I'm going to give the Mutant a shot. Just going to try and throw it flat and hard through the gap and see what I can get from here. Oh gosh, I pulled the snot out of that. Oh, I'm in the fairway. From here, we're standing basically in the gap I was talking about. So really just got a nice straight shot at it. Let me give the Logic a toss and see how stable this is. Yeah, that thing's, it's got some beef to it. So for hole 3, is a par 3, 260 feet, just dead straight ahead. Biggest thing you got to pay attention to is this gap you got to hit off the tee. Nothing really too crazy about this hole. I'm gonna try the Instinct. See how this flies. Just gonna hit it hard and flat. Give it a little bit of extra height and just see how close I can get with this. If this is gonna fade out on me. Oh. Nope. Get to find out later, I guess. Give the Mutant a toss here. Just try and get as close as I can. I pulled that and it still didn't really get into the tree line. That thing is definitely as beefy as people say it is. Ooh. Okay, good. I thought I threw that too hard. There you go. All right, so we're gonna play hole 4 from the shorts, just because I like this like slight turnover line, and I want to try out the more premium plastic Origin and see how understable it is compared to the other one. So I'm just gonna do the kind of the same shot I threw on hole 1, just a little flat, and just try and get it to turn to the right a little bit. See how it does. Ah, it's too high. Huh. I didn't feel like I threw that quite as well as I would have liked, but it didn't seem like it wanted to fade that much or turn that much. So okay, that'll be curious. I'll be curious to see how straight that is, especially compared to the MD1. So I ended up putting myself inside a circle too. Got a long look at it. Let's see if I can get this there. Ah, nope. Well, I got the distance on it. Just faded too much on me. I like that plastic though. You gotta be careful in this basket because it's deceptively short. It'll make you hit the band if you're not paying attention. All right, so for hole 5, par 3, 200 feet right on the dot. It's really just gotta hit this gap and try and get up there as far as you can. I'm gonna try the Logic. I gotta remember it's more overstable than I'm giving it credit for. So I'm gonna have to put on a little bit of anhyzer into this gap. Try and get the flex through it. Ah, too much. Oh, I'm, I might be close enough to putt. We'll see. Come on, stay high. Ooh, I had the right line, just didn't want to stay in the air. I'm never mad with a par on this hole, just because, as you can see, that gap off the tee is very tight, and if you miss it, bogey comes into play very fast. All right, so for hole 6, we're going to be playing the long tee pad, which is a par 4, 440 feet. Basically, dog legs right in this gap, and then it dog legs back to the left, another 200 feet down the fairway. The reason I wanted to pick this one is just because I wanted to try out the Lone Howl on a forehand and see how overstable it actually is. Because pretty much all you want to do is just try and land in this open area and skip right. So just going to try and throw this flat on a forehand, see what it does. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice. It's not crazy overstable, but it's definitely something that's reliable. I like that a lot. From here, you can see the basket. Just going to try and chunk the mutant up there and see how close I can get. You can skip for me. Yes. Oh, yeah. Perfect. I've played this hole so many times, and it's never felt that easy to get the birdie on this hole. Whew. I'll take that, though. I needed a birdie. I got it. All right, so now we're on hole 7. It's the par 3, 216 feet. Basket's straight ahead on these rocks. Biggest things, you just want to throw something kind of a little bit faster than you would normally, because this tree on the right makes it to where you have a really low ceiling, but you just want to get as close as you can because the rocks exaggerate the distance on this shot. I'm gonna give the MD1 a shot on this just to see how straight it is, because that's what you would prefer to throw on this shot. Is just something either dead straight or just a little bit understable. Let's see how it does. Yeah. I threw it like I meant to, but put it just a little bit too low, so I'll probably have like a 30 to 25 foot putt. We'll see. All right, so we're at 33 feet. See if I can cash this. Oh, man. I don't know if that's just me or if it just doesn't have quite as much glide as I'm used to. Man, that's like the third putt I've missed like that. All right, guys, so on hole 8. So par 3, right at 300 feet, just dead straight ahead. Biggest thing you got to decide is whether you can go through this left gap or the right gap. I like the right gap a little bit more just because I can kind of just throw something dependably overstable through it and just have it finish left. And biggest thing you got to remember is the basket's right on the edge of a hill. So if I go long of it at all, I'm going to easily have like a 40-foot comeback putt. And if I go too long, I can go out of bounds and then have like a 60-foot uphill look. So you got to be really careful on this one. Oh, yeah, and shout out to Cody Irick, who aced this hole in a flex start on Monday and then went on to win the tournament. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm going to throw the PD on this shot, the S-line PD. See if it's more stable or straighter or what. That looks good. I think I'm like circle's edge short. I'll have to throw those two side by side to see if they're how different their stabilities are, because that's pretty close, I would say. All right, so I put myself close enough to where I feel like I need to run it, but I'm also far enough away to where it's very scary. But let's go ahead and make this. Dadgummit. How many times can I hit the top part of the cage? All right, you got to aim a little bit higher on that next one. Come on, you got it. Man, that would have been a nice birdie to get. All right, guys, so we're on hole 9, final hole of the video. It's a par 3, 230 feet. Pretty much just dead straight ahead, barely tucked off to the left. Really just want to throw a slightly overstable putter out flat, just let it finish left. Biggest thing you got to be careful of is the ground slopes away behind the basket, so you can easily go like 30 long without really throwing it too much harder than you need to. And there's a cedar tree out to the left, so if you get behind that, you have like no putt, even though you're like 15 or 20 feet away from the basket. So you just got to focus on keeping this straight. But let's throw the logic again. Oh, it flipped a little bit on me that time. I guess it might be starting to beat in. Luckily, I got through most of the way of this tree, so I don't have to really worry about getting through the rest of it. But got about 100 feet left of the basket. Come on. There we go. That thing's got a lot of glide to it. I like that thing. Yeah. All right, guys, that finished at the front 9 out here. I've been really enjoying these discs so far. They've normally the problem I have with like newer discs, especially newer molds that I've never even messed with before, is like I just have a lack of confidence with them, and I haven't really been feeling that too much with these, except for like holes 2 and 3. But other than that, it's been really good. Sorry I hadn't been able to throw the cloud breaker yet. I'm looking forward to it as much as y'all are, but should be able to throw that on the first hole of the next video. So hopefully y'all stay tuned, and thank y'all for watching. Bye.